What's up, smarty people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live in a living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Smarter? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote. And maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Let me entertain you. Make your next thing a big one. Also, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Now, on with the show. Today on the program, interesting facts. Eggo waffles were originally called Froffles? The brothers behind, well, the reason I'm doing this one today is I looked in the freezer for, I was looking around for something for breakfast, and my lovely wife, she put some Eggo waffles in the freezer. So I guess I'll have those after I finish this. Let's learn about Eggo waffles or Froffles. The brothers behind your favorite frozen waffles took a while to iron out the details of their signature product. Working in their parents' basement in San Jose, California in the early 1930s, Frank, Anthony, and Sam Dorsa first whipped up their own brand of mayonnaise. And since the base ingredient of mayonnaise is egg yolks, and the brothers took pride in using 100% fresh ranch eggs, they christened their fledgling company Eggo. Despite launching the business during the Great Depression, Eggo mayonnaise sold like hotcakes, motivating the Dorsas to extend their product line. Soon they were selling waffle batter, another egg-based product. To simplify shipping, they also whipped up a powdered mix that required only the addition of milk. When the frozen food industry took off in the 1950s, the brothers wanted to take advantage of the rush to the freezer aisle. Frank Dorsa, a trained machinist, repurposed a carousel engine into a rotating device that could anchor a series of waffle irons, each cooking a breakfast treat that was flipped by a factory employee. The machine allowed Eggo to prepare thousands of freezer-bound waffles per hour. These debuted in grocery stores in 1953 under the name Froffles, a portmanteau of frozen and waffles. Makes sense. Customers referred to them simply as Eggos, and the Froffles moniker was dropped within 2 years. Now a Kellogg's own brand, Eggo serves up waffles as well as other frozen breakfast treats with mayonnaise, and the name Froffles is but a distant memory. More interesting facts about that. Century in which waffle eating parties called waffle frolics became popular in the U.S., the 18th century. Date the first modern waffle iron was patented August 24th, is now known as Waffle Day, August 24th, 1869. Weight in pounds of the world's largest waffle created in the Netherlands in 2013, 110 pounds of waffle. Challenge accepted. Americans who ate frozen waffles, pancakes, or French toast in 2020, 163.9 million. And more for you to fill your little brain. Waffles helped inspire the original Nike sneaker design. When Blue Ribbon Sports, the company that became Nike, was founded in 1964 by Phil Knight and his former college track and field coach, Bill Bowerman, its original business model was importing Japanese sneakers to sell in Oregon and California. Yet Bowerman had been experimenting with cobblery since the 1950s, and in 1970 he challenged himself to create a light, comfortable shoe that would give his athletes the traction to run on various surfaces. One morning, as Bowerman's wife, Barbara, used their waffle iron, he began to brainstorm, deciding that a 3D lattice pattern could cushion runner steps. From his in-house lab, Bowerman retrieved the chemicals that form urethane, a type of rubber. Then he poured his mixture straight onto the waffle maker. The waffle design that eventually resulted was patented in 1974, the year Nike began selling its rubber-soled waffle trainer. In 2019, a pair of Bowerman's unworn prototypes, the Nike Waffle Racing Flat Moon Shoe sneakers, sold at auction for $437,500. You know, on a side note, I'm just thinking about how his wife, Barbara, took to the notion that he put rubber on her waffle maker. I wonder how that conversation went. Eggo waffles, called Froffles. Hey, I might start calling them Froffles just for the heck of it. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Smarter. Hey, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast. It's called What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.